The sun beat down on the city like a hammer. A relentless, hot, beating hammer, hammering down like a big metaphor that was hot for some reason.
Stop with the narration and start finding my doll!
We decided to investigate the scene of the crime.
Hey you lot, Brass Polish here. And we're already back at Canterlot Carousel. I must say I like Sassy Saddles so far, and I like where her character came from and went to, but
Sequins and sashes, Rarity.
those really get on my pecs.
Did you find the inspiration? What you doing?
Just making some minor adjustments.
The minorest of minor adjustments. Breathing on it.
Comes down to attention to detail. Hey guys,
Man, Rainbow Dash did more damage than that inbred unicorn could ever manage. Actually, now that we've seen her in the flesh, we know she's probably not inbred. She's just as big as Aramaspe's final kidney stone.
Nothing we can't fix in a stitch. What are you doing in Canterlot?
I'm here for Princess Celestia's Royal Garden opening tomorrow.
Nice to know Rainbow's nightmare of singing sunflowers hasn't deterred her from anything garden-related.
I've heard that the Wonderbolts.
Out of all the reserves, you were the one chosen. It is pretty sweet. And I do get to stay in the castle, hang out with the Wonderbolts, and eat awesome food at the dinner tonight.
We'll see about that.
The dinner, you're still coming, right?
Oh good, the filler has arrived.
But if there was any way you could squeeze in one more little delivery, I would be eternally grateful.
I gotta bring Rarity to Wendy's someday.
Is that juniper phoenix I smell? No, it's broccoli.
The PC heathens strike again. Rainbow Dash is a cool pony, and cool ponies eat their broccoli.
Mine as well. It's masculine and it...
Never thought I'd hear the word masculine in My Little Pony.
Rarity, don't you know who this is?
Charles F. Muntz?
A gentle pony with fabulous taste in colognes and scarves? It's Wind Rider! He's a living legend.
So, why haven't we heard of this guy until now? Well, I'm guessing Rainbow Dash's Wonderbolts history exam only covered events and ponies from the first few years of the organization. Perhaps Rainbow actually got into learning the history of her favorite group after she passed her exam and looked into more recent events and ponies and found a famous member who's still around. And he is coming out of retirement for the sake of this particular ceremony, so there weren't exactly opportunities to establish him beforehand.
Don't be modest. A little practice and you'll be beating records in no time.
You know, apart from all those Academy records.
Well, it's nice to meet you, fillies.
Practice tomorrow is gonna be so boring.
Wouldn't they want her to rehearse with them anyway? Suppose a Wonderbolt had to drop out at the last minute. They need their reserve to be prepared.
Oh, sorry about that. But not to worry.
Now we know how Rarity coped when Discord stripped her at the gala.
That dinner was absolutely divine.
Here's a drinking game. Every time Rarity says divine, take a shot. When she says simply divine, take 2 shots. If another character says divine or simply divine, drain your glass. If Wind Rider's behind that curtain, wouldn't Rarity have smelled his cologne? Or did she not wash her backup outfit?
Thanks for keeping me company, Rarity. If you weren't here, well, I don't know who I'd be talking to right now.
As soon as I can afford it, I'm having my Dominator repaired. It's a black and charred mess right now.
Spitfire's mom sent a message that she was sick. She had to leave to take care of her.
Spooky. There's a link in the description to a donation page to help Thespio's mom. You can read about it there and make a pledge if you can. Cheers.
Like, in the actual show? I won't let you down, Soren.
Mares and Stallions, to commemorate the opening of this new Canterlot Castle Garden, we present to you Rainbow Dash's Happy Dance.
Fly with Wind Rider and the Wonderbolt, 'cause I'm the bestest and I'm awesome and they know it. Hello there. A friend or family?
Family. My daughter's a Wonderbolt.
I'm glad Stormy Flare's not a soccer mom. She's pretty casual about her daughter being the leader of a famous sporting group.
But I thought you were sick.
What?
Well, Spitfire got a note from you saying you weren't feeling well and she went home to take care of you.
I didn't send a note.
If I wanted to be a turd, I'd say she's losing her memory. My mom often leaves awkward pauses when she talks. The worst was the one time where she said, "I need you to be patient." I wanted to jump out the window and fly away.
Who would do such a thing?
Some pony who wanted her out of the show, I suppose.
Why would any pony want that?
Maybe, so they could take her spot.
I'll be frank and say I didn't suspect Wind Rider or foul play when he said that. I've been surprised by the show more often than not, so I'm always sure the writers will do better than what I'm assuming.
Spitfire. Why would you think it was me?
I did see you and Spitfire leave the dinner together.
Well, you need to clean your goggles. By the way, I can understand the Wonderbolts wearing goggles when they fly, but for kids on scooters, it's criminal.
Anything?
Spitfire came by my room and told me she had to go see her mom at around midnight.
So that's why he always has bags under his eyes. Spitfire is always waking him.
Having this totally amazing dream. There I was at the arena, flying with Wind Rider and the Wonderbolts, like I've always wanted to.
And then a bunch of bug-eyed sunflowers popped up and serenaded her, and she woke up screaming in her impromptu waterbed.
Suspended.
Rainbow Dash, if you can prove that some pony else is behind Spitfire's disappearance before the start of the show, then you can still fly with us.
You'll need a bowler hat, a bubble pipe, and a nitwit.
Head over to Stormy Flair's house and try to find Spitfire and bring her back. I have to warn you, if you sent that letter, the bylaws are clear. I'd have no choice but to ban you from the Wonderbolts forever.
You mean there's a rule forbidding false messages? Like concerns about the state of your wing leading up to a competition tryout? I know two ponies who ought to have been out of their asses a while ago. The Wonderbolts are like, oh god, she's donning costumes again. Please don't dress like a hooker.
My costume change.
Here's a tip. Just because a movie is in black and white doesn't mean it's a film noir.
Too long because we didn't have much time. But the point is, I was up for the challenge.
Are those butterflies on the rug?
There I was, surveying the crime scene.
Anyone know when the next season of QI starts?
Rainbow Dash was getting antsy, but I had faith I could clear her name.
An apple? Are they in the right room, or did Applejack and Fluttershy rent a room there too?
What? Oh, just thinking thoughts. Rainbow Dash was right. In order to solve the mystery, we had to be focused, driven, 100% in the... Ooh!
Forget John Delancey. Tabitha St. Germain is the best VA in the show.
Oh, and this velvet rope holder.
Oh, we don't have time to look at the decor. They're gonna kick me out of the Wonderbolts unless we solve this thing.
I love how she phrased that. As if she was a Wonderbolt, not just a reserve.
Here's what I'm thinking. Some pony had to bring Spitfire that letter, which means some pony must have seen them.
Ah, more distinctive Royal Guards. One of the reasons I like Flash Sentry. He's definitely the least generic Royal Guard. That's why I like including him in my stories whenever I need a guard.
What are you trying to say?
Just that there are only 2 rooms in the Northwest Wing.
One for Dule Hill and one for Kristine Chenoweth, who I'm looking forward to hearing in the 2017 movie.
The waters were getting...
Oh, they look the same again. Damn.
Dash's tactics were, well, horrid. Perhaps I should take it from here?
The fainting couch has a new purpose.
You castle guards have such a difficult job.
I've counted all 345 bolts in the ceiling tiles 293 times.
And once when he was doing that, Chrysalis ambled in and sent Cadence down to the cave.
I'm not saying you did, but if you took a break, you more than deserved it.
You're right. We don't get a lot of recognition for what we do.
It's hard to get recognized when you look like everyone else. Hey, Starlight Glimmer, there's a bunch of identical ponies here. You like identical ponies, right? And I have reason to believe Applejack is in the building, if it's not too much trouble.
With buttercream rosettes?
It was.
Ugh, who cares how it was decorated?
Funny how the 2 detective episodes we've got so far relate to
I
cake.
knew what I was doing.
Do you?
Did I say that one out loud?
What do you mean, raspy?
Well, kind of like yours.
Do you know what Discovery Family needs? A black and white logo.
Have I got a story for you?
Why is it raining? Isn't there supposed to be an outdoor event soon? Guess it was kind of pointless for Rarity to have applied sunblock. Unless it was, like, waterproof or something, I don't know.
Except one. And that pony was none other than... Wind Rider!
You know what would have been a good reveal? If the one who framed Rainbow Dash for forging that note from Spitfire's mom was... Sassy Saddles. Why? She was fed up with Rainbow always bursting into the boutique she's so protective and proud of and knocking shit over. If Rainbow was kicked out of the Wonderbolt's reserves and could never become a legit Wonderbolt, then she'd have no reason to go to Canterlot for any future Wonderbolt's performances, and nothing would ever get knocked over in Canterlot Carousel again. Think about it. Sassy was set up at the start of the episode, and the evidence might well have led to her. Rainbow's mane could have been sliced with a pin, and Sassy would have had a bit of trouble disguising her posh voice and probably settle for making it sound raspy. And she most likely would get upset if she got chocolate on anything she was wearing. Although I'm not sure chocolate would show on the outfit she normally wears.
Rider's cologne of choice, indicating that some pony had been hiding behind them.
Another option I might offer? Starlight Glimmer. She could be setting out to destroy what the main six's cutie marks are leading them to. Starting with Rainbow Dash, whose speedster cutie mark led to her ambition to become a Wonderbolt.
Their post at the entrance to the hallway.
However, I'm not completely disappointed with the reveal we've got, and I'm not writing Wind Rider off as a waste. His motives were understandable. I guess you could say he's the Bono of the Wonderbolts, not wanting his achievements to be overshadowed.
You don't believe a word of this, right? You caught me! I did it!
But why, Wind Rider? Is it because I took the last broccoli at the dinner and you really, really wanted it?
No one has ever complained about someone eating the last broccoli. Ever.
Record.
Ever.
Heard him when Spitfire said you were close to breaking his record. He said, and I quote,
Ever.
"That's the polite but disingenuous laugh you make when you want to seem happy, but really, you're not."
I thought if I could get Rainbow Dash kicked out of the Wonderbolts forever,
Ever.
record would be preserved.
Really? That is so not cool. And I thought you were the coolest Wonderbolt ever.
Ever.
I did what I had to do to protect my record. I told her I had Pegasitis.
A Pegasus with Pegasitis? Is that bad? I'd think it'd be worse for an Earth Pony or Unicorn.
Gone so long. Ice irises are almost impossible to find in spring.
Is the plural of Ice Iris Ice Iri?
To make it there and back before the Royal Garden opening?
I'm gonna get her.
Well, you'll never make it in time.
The festival's off, guys. It's pissing down rain. I mean, you all could shift the rain clouds away, but everything will still be as wet as Rainbow Dash's bed sheets. Well, they're not her bed sheets. They're in a castle guest room.
No, Rainbow Dash. I wonder.
This episode's moral may seem similar to the one in Dragonshy about not doubting your friends, but this has more to do with having faith in a friend's contribution rather than abilities. In Dragonshy, Fluttershy wasn't contributing to trying to kick that dragon out of the cave until he started duffing up her friends. Although I can't say this moral isn't that different from the one in Swarm of the Century. Just like Twilight and Co. didn't know why Pinky was going around collecting instruments, Rainbow Dash and Co. didn't know why Rarity was arsing about with curtain ropes and cakes. But here, Rarity had a reason for not explaining her line of thinking. Aside from not wanting to get Rainbow Dash's hopes up until she knew for certain, Rainbow might not have believed her and insisted in steering them in another direction. And if she did believe her, she'd most likely go and attack Wind Rider and get into even more trouble with the Wonderbolts.
Greatest Wonderbolts there ever was!
Not anymore. For attempting to frame Rainbow Dash, I hereby strip you of your Wonderbolt status.
Does this count as a discharge? He's already retired. What does this make him? I'll tell you what I bet this doesn't make him. A one-off character. Iron Will is in my top spot of one-offs who would be hard to bring back. And Wind Rider is now in my top spot in one-offs who would be easy to bring back. Let's just hope he's not such a disappointing antagonist next time.
So my friend got her moment in the sun. Or the center of an aerial flower, as the case may be.
Alrighty, I'm Brass Polish signing off. Thanks for watching, and I'm getting to the snack table before someone eats the last broccoli.
That's nice, dear.
My ass!
Social justice, 1, 2, 3. I wanna be PC. It's just the way to be for me and you. Your hateful slurs are through. I call wee wee on you. We'll fight until you're PC black and blue. We are language police, fighting bigotry. Hurtful words can suck our turds, cause it's PC for me and you. Yeah! Yeah, bro.